got flowers.
We've got flowers.
La la la.
Ooh la la.
Anyway, we'll move this candle.
Right. So, welcome everyone to another Jordifer video. I sound like a flipping news anchor when I do the welcome. You're much better. Anyway,
And
welcome.
in today's video, we'll be discussing...
Part 2.
What is part 2?
Dating. So
I feel like we've gone to a special place. Is it after 9 o'clock? I bet it is. I bet that's what it is. It's 25 past 9.
It's past 9 o'clock, yeah.
The baby's in bed. We go cray cray.
A bit, yeah, do lally. Anyway,
Get the phone.
okay.
We wrote down. Well, I wrote down.
Shall we
I
start
may
again?
have already said this before. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. We are Jordifer.
Hello.
This is Jordan. I am Jennifer. You can call me Jenny. And we are Jordifer. So, this is part 2 of our 4-part series, in case you can't count.
Wonderful.
Of how we became Jordifer. So part 1 was how we met. Part 2, which is this video, will be dating.
Dating.
So,
You want me to start?
yes.
Okay, so we left off in the last video where...
Jordan got my number.
Yeah.
Lucky guy.
I'm very lucky. So, yeah. So I got Jenny's number. We started texting pretty much every day.
Yeah.
All day.
I think we just liked each other straight away, didn't we?
Yeah. We had similar sense of humour.
Yeah.
We liked the
Did
same
we call each other,
stuff.
or did we just text? Eventually, we must have started
I
calling each other.
think we rang each other a few times, but it was mainly texting.
Yeah. Like
Mainly
all
texting
day.
all the time. So
Oh.
yeah, it was cute, man.
Hmm.
It's nice that phase. So yeah, so we started texting, and as it all
eventually.
yeah, as it always does.
Wait, what came first? Leads.
Leads.
Right. Well, let's go to that then.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. As always comes another church activity.
Hashtag
So
life.
there was a dance in Leeds, which we both decided to go to meet up. So I got there first, and we talked a little bit about the dance before, and Jenny had said that she was making brownies.
Yes, it was Amy's birthday.
Yeah, it was Amy's birthday, so
I was making brownies.
Jenny's making brownies, so she said to me that she would bring me some.
Because
what a lucky guy.
the way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
Especially this man. so I got to Leeds before Jenny did. So I was in the chapel, and we were dancing. I was dancing with my friends, whatever. And then Jenny walks in, and I saw her, right? But I didn't go straight up. Right.
So then I have to make the first move. And
Yeah,
it's like super awkward because you've been talking but you've not seen each other.
Yeah,
so then
yeah.
it's like me. So I was like, right then. So I walk up to him, he's facing the other way, and I kicked him up the bum.
She did. Like, literally kicked me up the bum.
And then he turned around and he was like, oh, hi.
Yeah.
As in like, oh, this is the first time I've even seen your face. It was not. So then it was like...
I was trying to play it cool.
Yeah, whatever.
You know?
So then we chatted for a little bit, but it was quite loud.
Yeah, it was really
So
loud,
we went
wasn't it? Yeah.
outside, and we were just chatting. And when we went out, there were like a few people around also just kind of like cooling down because it was quite warm.
Mm.
And then they like went away. So then it left us just on our own.
Yeah.
And we were talking, and we'd been texting for quite a while. So there's a little bit of flirtation. And you could kind of... Rude. You could kind of feel like there might have been an opportunity for somebody to make a move.
Yeah,
Anyway, it didn't happen. And then...
My fault. It is.
So
my
we went
fault,
back into the dance, and we...
Always leave them wanting more.
Oh, goodness me. And we...
By accident.
So we went back in, we
Yeah.
danced together for a little bit.
Did.
Jordan fancied me a lot.
Oh, yes.
And then we, after a dance, it's like a must that you go to McDonald's. So everyone goes to McDonald's, and McDonald's doesn't know what to do because like 60 people suddenly land wanting food.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're in the queue. I was with Katie. I think you were with Owen?
Yeah, I was with Ivan and Owen.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
So we were just chatting, and I was like, oh, Katie, this is the guy that I've been talking to for a while. And she was like, oh, well, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so you got your food first.
Yeah.
You went and sat down with loads of people.
Yeah.
And then Katie and I got our food, and there was nowhere for us to sit. So we're like, oh, I guess we'll sit somewhere else. And then as the night went on, and it got time to like go, everyone finished their food, I was like, well, what do I do? Like, I didn't sit with him, like, we didn't talk, like, do I go over, do I not? Like, he was with this big group of friends again. Didn't make any effort to talk to me, so I was like, ugh.
Oh, and did you make effort to talk to me, like?
Who came up to you? So then I came up to the table and I was like, so we're gonna go, and you were like, oh, alright, okay, yeah, bye. And I was like, okay, bye. So I just left. Nothing.
You know, like, the thing is, though, you know, like, when...
It's a wonder we're together now. If it was up to you, I'd still be sat in McDonald's on my own.
You wouldn't, trust me. I'd be right there munching Big Macs with you. Because I love you.
So, that was Leeds.
No, actually, I'd be munching a Big Mac. She'd be munching chicken selects. Because I know that's what she gets from McDonald's.
It used to be, but now I don't know what my order is.
No.
Anyway, it's really not that relevant.
Anyway. We'll talk about that later, because that's important.
What were I saying? What came after Leeds? Got your phone.
So after Leeds, we were still talking, you know what I mean? We were still texting a lot, and I kind of felt, I did feel bad about not kissing her and stuff, and I felt bad that I didn't, you know, make a move. So I followed on from my Huddersfield buzz, I guess, and I was just really forward with Jenny, and I said, let's go on a date.
Go on a date.
And when I say go on a date, I mean come to my house. So Jenny lives in Lancashire, and I live in Middlesbrough, so we live about I was going to say 2,000 miles apart, but I think that's from a song. Anyway.
1,000 miles. It's the song.
Alright, okay. Anyway, 2 hours apart. So it was quite a trek for her to come to Borough just to see me. We weren't officially going out or anything, you know.
But I did it.
I just said, yeah.
I must have liked you.
You must have. I just said to her, just come to my house, I'll cook you dinner. And then Jenny was like, oh, we can make brownies together, because the brownies that she brought to Leeds dance were the best brownies I'd ever had in my life, and I was like, I need to get some more of those. So you accepted, didn't you? Yeah. And then
So we'd met in the September, and we'd seen each other
in the October
at Leeds, and then in November we went on our first date.
Yeah.
Well, went to Ron's house for first date.
Yeah.
So Jordan slaved away in the kitchen making lasagna. I slaved away in the kitchen trying to make brownies. The lasagna was great, and the brownies basically burnt. But that was weird because I've never had that happen, and I think it was just because it was a different oven. But they were not good brownies. No. So that's not the end of there. But that was our first date.
Yeah.
After that.
No, we should tell them about. Oh no, should we tell them?
No.
Okay.
So then after that, I think it was probably that weekend. So maybe the next weekend, I invited Jordan to my house.
I think it was the next
for
weekend,
a date, but he stayed over. Yeah. So this was literally the second time we'd ever been on a date or whatever.
Yeah, we
talked a lot.
We weren't technically officially boyfriend and girlfriend, but
so then
because of the
house,
distance, it was hard to just meet up and then and then go back home.
Yeah, so. To one day it was too much distance.
Yeah.
So Jordan met my family on our second date, which is just crazy.
Yeah. Well, you met when you came to my house. You met my dad. You met my mum, and you met Lorraine, didn't you? My sister. And so you only hadn't met my brother and my other sister, Cheryl. So, and then next weekend I went to Jenny's house. So then
it was literally the first day was the 13th of November.
Yeah.
The second date was the 16th of November. Then the third date was the 22nd of November, and we became official on the 25th.
Yeah.
So that's some quick progression.
Yeah. We were kind of crazy about each other, weren't we? We still are.
Yeah. We do.
So anyway, so she came to my house, I went to her house. When I went to Jenny's house, I was very scared about, you know, meeting their family and stuff, because I never travelled so far to date, you know, to date a girl and whatever, and I wanted to make a good impression, so yeah, so anyway, I remember the first night, me and Jenny were sat on the couch, and we were just sat next to each other. We weren't like, you know, there was none of that action. We just sat next to each other watching TV, probably just like this, whatever. And then her dad comes in, who I hadn't met yet, and he's like, "Oh, hi, I'm Philip, you know, Jenny's dad," and then he's like, "Oh no, I'm not having this." Like, we were just sat next to each other. So he gets out this massive Bible about this thick.
This makes us sound like crazy religious people.
About the size of my head. No, but it was
like
a
a
joke.
family heirloom.
Yeah, it's a family heirloom, but it was a joke, you know. So he gets this massive Bible.
It's probably about this big,
Yeah.
and like this thick.
Yeah, and he
puts
it in between us, and he says, "Right, that's how far you need to keep apart and stuff." But this was the first time I met him, you know. So you don't know if people are joking or people are being serious or what. So I was just a bit like, "Oh, flipping," you know. But he was joking, I think, a little bit. Anyway, so yeah, and then after that we decided to see each other like
alternate weekends.
Yeah,
so one weekend I'd go to Jordan's, one weekend
alternate.
Either. One weekend I'd
comment,
go to Jordan's.
Comment down below. What is English? Yeah.
So one weekend we'd go to Jordan's, one weekend we'd go to mine.
Yeah.
And then there was one weekend where there was a ball in York, so another church dance, but more of a formal ball.
Yeah, like dresses for the girls and suits for the boys.
Yeah, so we decided to go to that.
Yeah.
We stayed over. The boys generally stay in one house, or like all together, boys in one house, girls in another. Not like there's a massive house for everyone, but anyway. We
should just mention we got our first official couple photo.
Yeah.
While we were at York Ball.
We were so nervous.
We were, yeah. There's they always set up like a photo booth for people to get proper photos done by a photographer, and we went there pretty early, didn't we? So yeah. we were like one of the first ones to get our picture taken, and
we saw the picture right over there. We won't bore you with every second of our dating relationship.
No. But the biggest part, which will lead into the next part, is that in that December of 2013, I submitted my mission papers.
Which means that he applied to our church to go on a mission.
Yeah.
So you submit your application, they review it, and then they send you where they feel is best.
Yeah.
So it could be anywhere in the world.
Yeah. So it's it's probably changed now, but at the time there was 405 missions in the world. And so you can get sent anywhere, literally. So,
and Jordan got sent to London South, which is
London South,
the area covering
the south of England. Yeah. So I
So literally, it went from the north of England to the south of England.
Pretty much.
It was an exotic journey.
It was. No, it was good. But yeah. So I applied in the December. Yeah. Then on my birthday, actually. So 22nd of January, I got my call. So you get a letter, and it tells you where you're going to go and stuff, and gives you all the information that you need. And they told me that I was going to leave in May. So on May the 22nd, so I had 4 months exactly from the time I got my call to when I'd be leaving. And so Jenny was with me that day. She was at my house for my birthday, and yeah, it was a bittersweet. Probably more bitter, I guess, because you could go anywhere in the world. So obviously, as a kid, you're like, "Oh, I want to go to America or Australia or Japan or you know, all these cool places that you hear of that you'd love to visit, but you know, I get it, and I read that I'm staying in England, but as I'll explain in the next video, it was a blessing in disguise. But at the time, I was quite ungrateful for it, because obviously you can go to all these amazing places, but the fact that I stayed in England probably was the best thing that could happen as far as me and Jenny go and our relationship. Because if I did go to Timbuktu or, you know, Africa or somewhere far away, you know, in a fairy tale land, then far away on Judea's plains, then we couldn't have corresponded as much as we did. So, but anyway,
corresponded.
Yes.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la. That was good English, right? Anyway, so we just alternate weekends, and we just spent as much time as we could. I couldn't drive at the time. I've only been driving for about 6 months now, so I got the train to Jenny's house, well, as close to Jenny's house as I could, and then she would pick me up, and then she'd drive to my house. Or you got the train sometimes as well, didn't you, to Middlesbrough? So.
And that was our relationship for the next 4 months until John left on his mission. Yeah. Which is a whole other story, which we will tell you in part 3. So stay tuned. If you have any more questions about our relationship, or want to know anything about what we've talked about, if there's terms we've used that we've not explained very well, then do ask.
When we made the We Are Moments video, which if you haven't watched, we'll leave a link in the description. We answer some questions about church, but the thing is, it's so broad, and there's so many words and phrases that we use that are just second nature, just normal. But you know, to you and you know to other people who are not of our faith, that like don't know what that means, don't know what you're on about, you're crazy. So,
but we do try and explain.
We do try and explain as best we can and put it in terms that you'll understand. But yeah, if there's anything that you don't understand or you want to know more about, just ask. Just ask us. We reply to every comment, and so we'll see you in part 3.
Yes. Don't
forget the mission.
Ooh la la. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you subscribe, you will know when we release that video.
Yes, you will.
So stay tuned.
Yeah. And thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Bye, Felicia.
See you later.
Right.
Is this your warm-up?
Yeah.
Stress myself.
Right. Let's do this. Hey! It's...
I just lost what I didn't know what to do. You start. Oh no.
You're a flipper.
Right, let's try again.
Okay.
I thought you didn't want to be the news anchor.
I don't, but
Right, okay.
Hi, guys.
No, that was so calm.
Right.
Felicia.
Okay, right.
Okay, me. What are we doing? Dating, right, okay.
Welcome back to part 2.